Hey, this is Allison.
And this is Nina.
And this is Chaotic Good, your anything but neutral reality TV podcast.
And today we are going to be recapping Survivor Season 49, Episode 7, Blood Will Be Drawn. Ooh, spooky, scary.
I feel like all of the Halloween almost themed episodes came 1 week late.
Oh, 100%.
Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Yes.
If you didn't catch our recap, we just posted it last night. It's very funny. It was a great episode. Below Deck crossover. If you want to tap into that world. But they had a zombie themed dinner where they all dressed up as zombies.
And it was so fun. Yeah.
And now we are in a horror movie. Juwan, do you remember the opening?
Yes. To the tribal council, he was immediately like, Jeff, do you know how a horror movie is? That's kind of what it feels like right now.
But do you remember episode 1? The very beginning of episode 1 of this season.
Of Survivor?
Of Survivor was Juwan. He had this big monologue talking about how this is a horror movie. Act 1 is this and Act 2. So it's like, it's just
totally
fitting.
Forgot about that. Oh
it
my
feels
God.
like a full circle moment. Yeah. And even Nina, we had not gotten to tribal council yet, but Nina made a very interesting observation of our girl Savannah.
What did I?
Final girl.
Oh, the final girl. Yeah, she was giving final girl. Well, yeah, when she grabbed that huge machete and she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna eat that chicken." I didn't ask. Wasn't like, "Oh, should we share?" Blah blah blah. She's like, "I see a chicken. I'm gonna go eat it." And
so, what is a final girl?
A final girl in a horror movie is like the last girl standing, which for whatever reason, the last person that's like left living in most horror movies.
The only one that makes it out.
The only one that makes it out is like this, like, right, like it's usually like a scrappy, sometimes virgin, like girl, who usually has like a really great like hero moment. She's right, there's usually like a big final battle. And when Savannah picked up that machete and kills that chicken with one fell swoop, I was like, whoo, like that's giving final girl. Like she's gonna do whatever it takes to survive.
So now I'm curious, is this merge part of the season going to play out like a horror movie, and will Savannah be our final girl?
I'll tell you what, the horror movie I'm thinking of at the moment that Savannah reminds me of is The Descent. Did you ever see that? She is giving like one of the girls in The Descent, and not one of the nice ones. You know what I mean? Not one of the ones like I don't
really remember much about that movie other than it's a cave, and if you've ever gone spelunking, you would never want to do that again in your life.
Yeah. It's such a horrifying movie, and yeah, it's a group of women that go down to a cave, get stuck, and as if that's not a horrible enough as it is, there's like creepy crawly creatures living down there,
mutants.
Yeah.
But yeah, Savannah
was giving that. She was giving like one of those women, like, I'm getting out of this cave
no matter
what, even if I have to throw some other people.
So
in front of these
things
creatures.
didn't go Savannah's way tonight, but we are gonna see the aftermath next week.
Which talk about horror movie. I'm terrified.
I think everyone is quaking in their boots, and Sage was saying, really, I think this is the time for Sage.
No. Oh, for this is the time to like get Savannah out.
To get Savannah out.
Yeah,
Sage was saying it's time for
and
too many S names. We will get into that.
We will get into
Sophie,
yeah.
Sophie, yellow bee, yellow Sophie, blue Sophie, drama of it all.
The name of it. I mean, again, we'll get to it, but
yeah, this week is merge week, so we have literally so much to talk about.
It's a very exciting episode.
Before we start, Nina, how are you aligned?
Oh, Allison. I last episode I said I was chaotic neutral, and I am still very much in that sauce. One, because it's only been a day since we last talked, but two, the little chaos agent that is my girlfriend's dog got out. Oh, I don't know, an hour ago. Maybe less than that.
And we're giggling because
she was found.
Okay. Yeah,
Hina was found.
If there was a lost dog, we would not be podcasting.
We would not be podcasting. No. We're not at that echelon. Yeah, we would need to be maybe getting paid for it. But it's like, babe, I would love to come and help, but the pod, I've got to record. We got a session tonight. But yeah, right. I get the frantic call. Nana. Not only has Nana gotten out, she is nowhere to be seen. She is nowhere to be seen. And this is a dog that like loves being chased, loves being the center of attention. So this was like obviously a very scary thought. The fact that this dog just ran, or something, or worse, that like something happened. So of course, get the call. I let Allison know. I'm like, hey, we might need to like just like let's take a. I'll let you know.
Hit the pause button.
Let's hit the pause. I'll let you know. I'm headed over there right now. I'll keep you posted. And yes, thankfully, I'm still driving like on the way there, and I get the call. Nana's fine. Nana's fine.
Nana's just
some neighbors found her. She's okay.
Stressing mommy's out.
Yes.
Making gray hairs. Well, not Nana's Italian name, because I give all dogs is Nona. Of course.
Yeah.
Little grandma.
Yeah.
And grandmas be walking out of the house and getting lost.
And forgetting where they are. Yes. Yep. That was very much the vibe today. Nana just left and was like, wait, what? What am I doing? Wait, I don't know this neighborhood. Huh. So yes, very much feeling. And that's not it. I've had like so many dog things today. I stopped by our good friends
because they're headed to a wedding, and you are
so
if you don't know, Nina is an amazing pet sitter.
Oh, thank you so much.
She's just incredible.
I do love it. I know I'm sounding very stressed and chaotic right now, but I usually love it. It's very fun. And yes, I'm taking care of their dog Dale. So I wanted to ask you actually, what would be Dale's Italian name? I know maybe I should have asked maybe a little bit more ahead of time.
We can workshop this. So Dale, okay, so Dali is Spanish, but I thought of Dali immediately. Daliano, Dalzano.
Ooh, like DiGiorno.
DiGiorno. I'm thinking Dalmatian, but Dalmatiano.
Dalmatiano. Oh, I love that.
Dalmaggio. Delfino. Let me think on that. But
think on it. We don't have to choose right now. But
I usually, Nana and Nona. That's so easy. Yeah. That's and like so I also like I never have called her Nana in my head. It's like always
Nona.
It's
that's so
Nona.
Yeah. She took a beat when I told her what dog was missing.
I was like, I don't. Nana. I know a Nona, and that's all I know. But I'm gonna think on that, because it's just once it really reveals itself, that is the dog's true name, that I don't even consider the dog's original name anymore.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm very excited to hear what the Italian name is, just in time for our friends to get back. It'll be like a cute little thing to let them know. And then also a neighbor down the street that has 2 pugs.
Oh, yes.
She's just out later today than she meant to, so I just stopped in and checked on the pugs, got them their dinner. So it's in a lot of like dog stuff in my life right now.
She's tending to the little pups.
Yes, it's. Yeah. Felt like the Mary Poppins of dogs is what it felt like a little bit. I'm just like, bouncing from place to place. But anyway, that's how I'm feeling. Allison, how are you feeling aligned today?
I am feeling aligned. I think neutral good.
Ooh.
Because some good. I'm just gonna shout out some good things.
Oh, okay. Please.
If you have a fresh market in your area, I don't know, the day might be done. I mean, the day is pretty much done. Maybe they're going to continue it, but my husband and I, we always go to Fresh Market on Thursdays, and today is Thursday, because they have $6 bistro meals, and you can get up to 2 per person. And so we both go, so we get a total of 4, and it's $6, and you get like a whole bistro meal. So you get like an entree, which could be like meatballs or chicken or salmon or chicken salad, and then you get your sides, which could be like, a green salad or a macaroni salad or a herb roasted potatoes. I literally like know every single thing in their case. I could list it off all right now.
Love it so much.
But today, y'all, $5 bistro meals and you can get up to 4 per person.
That's wild.
Because so it's usually just,
2
crazy.
Is what you were saying.
Yeah. So I wasn't there with my husband, so I didn't even, because we were planning, because our schedules were like not super aligned today, and I was like, okay, you go to Fresh Market and get 2 bistro meals, and then I'll go to Fresh Market later today and get 2 bistro meals, and that was just gonna be something I fit in my crazy day. But then he calls me and he's like, guess what? I got 4, and they were $5 each. So amazing. He alerted the group chat about the deal, because we love deals, baby. So that's a good thing. yesterday I worked out for like the first time in a couple weeks, which is always fun. That first time you work out because you get like sore just from doing barely anything, and then you're like, do I have a new body? Yeah. Am I like the strongest person alive? Like, who is she? Oh, like, the bicep. Oh, the gluteus maximus. Versus like when you're working out all the time and like your body just plateaus and like that is just your like everyday existence. But I am just getting out into the flow of things to then leave the country again next week. But whatever. Moving thine body. And today I was running on the treadmill because I'm a treadmill girly. I don't like running outside. Even it could be the most gorgeous day. And I'm like, treadmill, please. Yeah. And I was doing like a little like Peloton tread classes. I'm also a Peloton girly. They do much more than just the bike. I have parasocial relationships with my instructors. Love that. So I did a little 15-minute run and then I was like, I'm still kind of feeling this. And then I just was walking and I like was going through my liked songs on Spotify and I just was like playing songs that like make me feel emotional. And I was just like in my feels.
Okay, I love this.
And so I highly recommend if people just like want to go, you can go on a walk outside, you can go on a walk on the treadmill, but like hit up those songs that just like make your like heart just like open. And it just made me very grateful.
Oh my gosh, that's lovely. Do you mind sharing maybe like one song? Or is it kind of like, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, it's like, I'm
just so curious because, okay, and I also asked, I wouldn't usually ask.
One's really cheesy.
Well, and I wouldn't usually ask. I'd be like, oh, that's great. But because when I think of you and the music that you listen to, I think of like,
I did listen to some of that because some of that like breaks my heart open. Really? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so curious.
There's a song called let's see, it's called Cry. I think it's like Cigarettes After Sex, Cry. That one is one that breaks thine heart open. And you know what, the cheesy one that I listen to that just makes me feel a type of way that I have in my liked Spotify list, the Survivor theme song.
Oh my god. Also a full circle. Way to bring it back to what we're talking about today, but that is gorgeous.
I literally listen to the intro music and I just like feel like
all the feels.
A wave of emotion because I just feel like Survivor encapsulates this thing of like people are on their own journeys in life and people can kind of get stuck in a rut, in a mode, being a mother, working for a boss, trying to be an adult, and then like going on Survivor is like exiting your real life and being like, I'm gonna do something so hard and so challenging and something that's like, you dig deep. You dig deep in your heart, you dig deep in your soul, you dig deep in like really kind of dark stuff too, but you just start like, and you're on TV? Like, what the hell? Like, normal people on TV?
You're just like a raw nerve on TV.
Yeah, so I just think about, like, people that get to play Survivor, and then I get, I just feel emotional about it. So, yeah, that is a full circle feeling, because now we get to...
And now we get to talk about it. Now we get to talk about a great episode, y'all.
So, I want to continue waxing poetic about Survivor.
Let's do it.
So, this... we will officially start our recap. So, okay. So, I feel like I just want to, like, say thank you. Thank you for giving us an amazing merge episode.
Yes.
And it really reminded me of so many of the things that I love about Survivor that I feel like a lot of people are still clinging to, even as they watch some more recent seasons that they feel like aren't why they started watching the show, isn't the show they originally fell in love with. So I'm gonna just list off some things.
I was about to say, I'm like, you better list those things right now because I want to know.
So this is a real merge. It's not a mergatory. So in the new era, it's been a mergatory. You gotta earn your buff. You have to go through this whole challenge, and then only half the people are merged, and the other half people are susceptible. It's like, no, can we just have a real freaking merge?
Exactly. Just everybody is susceptible to people, except for the one. Obviously, if you win in the immunity challenge, sure.
Yes. But so it was a single winner immunity challenge. So everyone was on the voting block, and we had a real vote. And we had a real vote where there was one side against the other side. There were there were, 4 votes on one side and they thought they had the majority, and then there was 7 votes on the other side and they thought they had the majority. So many merge votes in the new era have been, everyone wants to be on the right side of the vote because it's such a big deal. Being on the right side of the vote when you go into merge. And these people were like, no, these are my people and I'm voting with them. And the other people were like, this is my people, I'm voting with them. And it was a real vote, and it made me nervous. We were scared. We were feeling big emotions.
And we didn't know where. I truly, or maybe you felt like it was more clear. I truly, actually, really didn't know what was going to happen.
Okay,
I really didn't. Or did you kind of feel
as I was reviewing my notes today, I think this is another great thing about where we're at with the season is that there are some people that we are rooting for so hard that literally the strategy in our brains like goes out the window.
I know, which I will talk about later. But
and it's immediately like, how does this person survive the next vote? Because if they don't, I'm gonna fall apart. So Tulsi and I went through that with Survivor Australia in Kirby's first season. Okay. We became so like crazy about this player. Incredible season. Titans v Rebels, Kirby, Ferris, some amazing players. And I became such a Kirby head. I was like, if someone even looked her direction, I'd be like, say thank you. Say thank you. Kiss her feet. Move aside. Don't you dare bring up her name. And sometimes I'm like, this is not in everyone's best player's interest to like play the game with Kirby or keep her in the game, and I'm like, I don't care. I literally don't care. And so we feel that way about some players now, which makes it so fun to watch. And then when I'm doing more of our strategy notes later, I'm like, oh wait, this was how the vote was gonna go. MC did not need to play her idol. We'll get into that. But yes, another thing I love is that the jury has begun. Nate, although he got voted out, we're gonna go into that in a second. He is on the jury.
He's on the jury.
And a lot of times at these weird mergatory votes, the person is still not on the jury.
Yeah. And then it becomes all of a sudden, like, I don't know, then the strategy becomes like, I don't want this person in the, like, who do we want in the jury? Who doesn't? I don't know. That was, which I believe is what happened last season, where we're like,
oh, with same.
Yeah, exactly. Which,
and then there's that really kind of like
I didn't like
icky moment where like the person who just got voted out, they know that they like kind of merged, but they're not going to be on jury, and they're walking down the path, and then everyone's cheering at tribal council because they made it, because they have merged, and it's kind of like ouch.
Brutal.
And another thing that I feel like has entered the chat, season 50.
Oh my god, I like caught my breath when Jeff brought season 50 up, like, and the way that how did you feel about it? I felt very like, the heck, like, what are we? It was a really
like, it was a very like it. Okay, it is such the time that they're filming that season. They're literally making the final like season 50 is filming in a few weeks, and the casting for season 50 was such a hot topic, hot button issue. Boiling kettle hot, all of it, because they literally were kind of hashtag quotation marks stringing past players along right up until the last minute. Like, people had their outfits picked out.
Wow.
They probably thought they were like boarding a plane in 2 days to play, and then it was like they made final decisions. So when he says at the mat, like, there are open spots in Survivor 50 that you guys could get, and they would be filming that in a couple weeks. Like, they would essentially have maybe 2, I don't actually know the real timeline, but around 2 weeks.
Wow. To just like see their family be normal and then go right back.
Yeah. Go right back into it.
Wow.
So it's interesting because people in this merge part of the game, what is their real goal? Is it winning? Or is it getting on Survivor 50?
Which, the way some of these players are talking.
Yeah.
It sounded you can kind of tell, like, some of these players, they want to get to season 50.
And so it's gonna, I think, maybe cause a lot of really big moves, interesting gameplay. People really considering, like, is this the best thing for me to get to the end? But also, is it best for me and my story?
Exactly.
My saga, my quest. So I just wanted to, like, open that up. I just wanted to open with you
with
know, I just
all
really
the things
enjoyed
you
it.
love. Yeah, no, I love it. It was very, and it makes a lot of sense now that you've like broken it all down, like what kind of felt different about this merge from last season and why this felt like so good. And it's definitely it is all of those things. It just felt like exactly this whole like stringing along, like, oh, almost kind of a little bit of this, oh, it's still one more challenge. No, like we are merged, this is it. Exactly, like, and it's in your maybe in your best interest and it's maybe in your best interest to exactly like play hard and make some big moves.
Yeah,
like you want to be remembered. You want to be remembered in this game. Like,
everyone's like, I want to be on Mount Rushmore.
Exactly.
There's
like,
not that many spots.
Yeah.
There's already been a few spots have already been filled, my friends. So.
Oh my gosh. And this is, I'll be intrigued at the very end. Once the season's over, we know the winner. And that's when I will look to see who from the season is going to be on, or is on season 50. But I will be so intrigued to hear from you because you already know. You already know.
It's so annoying that I know. I like hate that I know it.
But I'm intrigued to see, since you know, not watching the rest of the season, and it depends. Yeah, if any of those players are still on, whether you can kind of maybe see like, oh, okay, I'm seeing whether they're playing to win or
I have
for
my
remember.
hairy eyeball on them for sure.
Okay,
and I'm like watching their every move.
Yes.
So
I'm excited. Yeah.
But yeah.
And I'm not looking at nothing. I do not want to know who is going to be on season 50.
I didn't want to know either. And then I was reading YouTube comments. Sue me. Oh my god. Yeah, I just want to like be in the I want to be in the community, but like keep something sacred.
You are the Lisa Barlow or Survivor. Like you're like, oh my god, I go get a Diet Coke and people tell me things. I'm looking at my YouTube videos and they tell me things. What am I supposed to do? I never leak anything. Hey, I've never leaked anything. I'm never the source. But that's right. You're not the source. But you just know. You just know stuff. Hey.
So, do we want to get into
Let's get into
the vote, who got voted out, all of that. So, our man, Nate.
Yeah, cool dad, hip dad.
Rad dad. Got out. He got out. How are you feeling about his vote out?
How do I feel? I mean, he was, honestly, if I'm totally honest, I was so terrified that something was going to happen with MC that's like where all my focus was on. So I'm not going to lie, it was a little hard for me to focus on anybody. Like almost anybody else is like, who was like in trouble or what I would have felt about that. So I'm not going to lie. I had so much emotion going towards MC. That all I was hoping for, I'm like, not her name. Just not her name. I'll tell you what, I will say I'm glad that Steven is still around. It was looking like it was a battle between Steven and Nate as far as votes. And well, not fully. I mean, not really. Okay. Not really. You know, they play it off as like, okay, oh, one vote this, one vote this.
This is what, when I started mapping it out.
Okay.
That I was like, wait, it was between Nate, Rizzo, and Savannah. Because Sage and Jawan had so clearly flipped.
Yes.
In the bottoms up alliance that they did with Steven, they were so committed to that. And then in every confessional throughout the episode and every conversation, they have completely flipped.
Yeah.
And so at that point, that means we have on the majority side, Steven, MC, Christina, Sophie, Sage, Jawan, and Alex was kind of the surprise. But they had majority over, with that 6, they had majority. And so I feel like, because I think when we're watching it live, we're like, so like we have our friends around, we're like emotions are there, that we sometimes are like just caught up in the wave of the moment. And then we like are landed at tribal council and we're like, oh, who is it going to be? And then I'm like reviewing my notes and I'm like, oh no, they had majority from pretty much the moment they merged. Yeah. And so it was really a decision between Nate, Rizzo, and Savannah. So for Nate, that is who Christina wanted out. Christina and Sophie were pushing that because they called it the safe vote. Because they felt because Rizzo had the idol.
Yes.
And they feel like Rizzo and Savannah are very much the pair. And
Oh,
would
so
Rizzo play the idol on himself? Or
on
would he play it on Savannah? But we do
Got
not
it.
think that they would play it on Nate.
Okay.
And so that
I
was
see.
like the hashtag safe vote. So like no matter how we vote, we feel confident, because at this point people can't really split votes either.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to put it all on one.
Mhm.
And so they decided to go with Nate. But the other options were Rizzo and Savannah. So Jawan wanted Rizzo.
Yes.
And he was chatting it with Steven a lot about Rizzo, because
Yeah.
Rizzo was saying, oh my gosh, I do have my idol. And he's at this point talking with who he thinks original Hina. He's talking with Jawan, and he's like, I am not going to play my idol, because if I have the idol, I know it's with us, because if I play it,
It'll go back into the
it'll
jungle,
go back
yeah.
into the jungle, and it could be anybody's. So I promise you, I have been playing with you guys from day one. I am not going to play it. And when he says that, and Sage and Jawan know this,
Yeah.
because they were in that conversation.
In that crew, yes.
Then it's like, oh, the playing field has opened. We could get Savannah. That's who Sage wants.
Yes. Which I obviously wanted so badly. I want Savannah out of this game because she is coming from our girl MC, which we'll talk about in a little bit, because something wild happens in this episode. And for the longest time, I even brought this up while we were watching and chatting with our friends. For a long time, I was like, oh, Savannah's fun. And she is fun. I mean, for TV, she's great. Like, I'm like, oh, she's fun. She's got all these quips. And I like how, like, when people annoy her, she just, like, says that. And, like, oh my God, you, like, you kind of annoy me. I want to vote you out. I'm just like, okay, that's, like, something very human in that. But and didn't really think much about her. And then the second she turns on my girl MC, I'm like, we gotta get this bitch out of here.
Sage had a very valid point.
Yes.
So essentially they have, this is the one vote before original Uli know that Sage and Jawan have flipped.
Exactly.
So in their, like, they're doing these like inner circle conversations, and they have no idea that two people are playing double agent.
Exactly.
So this is the one vote when they're gonna get all the intel knowledge, because after this vote,
they're never gonna talk.
They're not gonna be as honest. There could be. I mean, we still got a good bit of the game left to go. Things could move around. Things could reshuffle. But there is absolutely no way that the trust is the same.
No way.
So this is like the only chance that they're gonna know that the vote is not going. Like they just, this is their only chance to know. Like, we really don't think the idol is gonna get played. We really think we can get Savannah out, and they missed that opportunity.
Oof, and it's rough. Yeah, I wanted to ask you, did you think this vote was exactly, like, was it worth Jawan and Sage to essentially to come out as like double agents on this vote? Was it too early? I guess that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, was it too early in the merge to already just like come out and fully just like out yourself?
Flip. Yeah, I was going into this, I felt like Sage, because she is authentico, cannot bullshit. Yeah. She's now, we'll get into it, is building up a personal problems with Savannah. Yeah. She had personal problems with Shannon. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like Sage was flipped. Jawan, though, I felt like there was maybe some wiggle room. He would maybe go back to original Uli, and they Uli with Jawan, and maybe pulling in Alex too. Then you have the majority on the other side, and they have the way. But the really beautiful relationship, the glue, is Mr. Steven. Yeah. Mr. Steven names the Bottoms Up Alliance. Yeah. And that, especially, there's lots of conversations between Jawan and Steven this episode. Mm-hmm. So I feel like Jawan was like, actually, Steven's my guy. Yeah, Steven's my guy. Steven's my guy. And so I feel like they flipped. Yeah, and this is like this. But you know what the thing is like, okay, so going into next episode, or like anyway, how the cookies crumbled is that original Uli thought they were in the majority. Actually, they had 4 against 7. They are not in the majority now. They're 3. They're 3 against 7. Yeah. So Sage and Jawan they're flipping into the majority. Yeah. and they have some power there now. So I feel like anyway, I'm okay with the flip. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, you're okay with the
I'm okay with it.
Again, if it keeps
what I'm not
Steven,
okay
like,
with.
What are you not okay with?
Is MC playing her idol.
I know.
Because I will say in the moment we were like so freaked out of that like treacherous diabolical moment between MC and Savannah, and now Sophie B knows about the advantage. She knows knowledge is power. I, like a little witch, whispered in Nina's ear last night, oh, she could just take MC's idol and then they could vote her out. I said that they can vote her out, but all they had was 4 votes. Even if they had taken MC's idol and put all their votes on her, they still wouldn't have gotten her out. Yeah. They thought they were in the majority, so they they were like not in the right thinking, but us, pulled out from the game. There was the best thing that could have happened for Sophie taking MC's idol is that now going into the next episode, Rizzo has an idol in this alternate reality. Sophie B has an idol, and all Savannah needs is like to get immunity, or the 3 of them play some kind of game like, we're gonna play both our idols tonight, but who are we gonna play it on? You're not gonna know who to vote on. Even if you try to split the votes, you could split the vote on the 2 people that we then play the idols on, so then your votes are nullified. Like, they could kind of play that game. That could still happen because that idol is now back in the jungle. But if MC had held on to it, I don't know. So, but anyway, I just feel like because there was so much inside intel on that Sage and Jawan had of like inside Uli, even Alex too, because Alex voted with the Hinas. Yeah, he voted with the majority. So like there were 3 out of anyway, there was 3 people who like knew the nitty gritty details of this vote. So like, I think MC was like, I know I'm going to be safe tonight if I play this idol. So I'm going to do it. And it takes a target off her back if she felt like she was like had a target, but I don't think she needed to play it.
How did you feel about Riz God being all up out here on tribal council being like, and I just want you to, I know everybody knows about my idol and I want everyone to know that I'm scared, so I'm gonna use it, okay? You hear what I'm saying? I say I'm gonna use it and then doesn't use it. I mean, just like, talk about the farce, the theater of it all, the cinema. It was just, what did you think about that?
I think I mean, I kind of took it as like, he probably went, she knows, they know, kind of on his fingers. He's like, oh, everyone knows. Yeah. Everyone knows. Yeah, so we might as well just like talk about it at tribal council. Also, like, he's a boy. He wants to pull out his little trinkets. Yeah. Wave it around.
Oh, I got it, just so you know. It's right here. It's right here.
But, I mean, him saying, I might play it may have, tipped things in. Well, okay, so I was saying it may have tipped things in MC's favor, but they knew at that point they were all putting the votes on Nate. So they were like, okay, if you play it for yourself, Rizzo. But he also said, oh, I might play it on someone else. But yes. If Rizzo had some miraculous divine intervention and was like, I need to play this idol on Nate, and he played it on Nate, then it would have been Steven going home. It still wouldn't have been MC.
It still wouldn't have been MC, but that would have been sadder, I think, to have seen Steven go.
So I think it's fine that he's announcing it because everybody knows about it. It's mostly a matter of if he's going to use it next tribal council, because it's going to be interesting. So kind of dipping into next week a little bit. We'll go into some of the funny parts of tribal council, but thinking of next week, we have Rizzo, Savannah, and Sophie together. It's interesting because these 3 people, although they're in the minority, they got some trinkets. Rizzo has an immunity idol. Sophie B has a secret knowledge is power. And there is a new idol that's going to be planted on the beach.
That Savannah is going to use that final girl energy, that final girl willpower, and she's going to be
Predator
up in that
style.
jungle. She's not even going to wait till daylight. She doesn't need it. She's going to like somehow grow like whatever animals have where they can see at night. She's going to grow. She's going to will it,
smell it,
and she's going to smell it, and she's going to find it. I am telling you that is like what's coming up next episode.
And if it's coming up, then there's a lot of safety in there.
Yeah.
Even if someone else finds it and just Sophie hears about it. Sophie.
Oh my god. Or what
Sophie
is it? Soph. Or what are they saying? Soph.
They're
calling her
calling it
Soph.
Soph.
And Soph.
We're gonna have to make some
we'll get that.
decisions as podcasters. What the hell we're gonna do about this?
Yeah.
But one of them could get immunity.
Yeah.
Also, I think
Which
Alex
freaking better not. Again, MC. I know this is in the past. I'm looking in the camera, MC. I know this is in the past. I'm talking to past you. I'm really going to need you to hone in and focus and win every single immunity challenge. You hear me? You got it. You are you're Athena. You are a strong goddess. You can do this. You can win all those.
You got it.
Yeah, you got it. I believe
you got
in
it,
you.
or
You're
she's
an
gonna
Olympic.
fall the fuck apart. So.
I am. Yeah. So it is also all on you to keep me together.
So things I'm interested about next week. So Alex is saying I'm playing the middle, and this vote I want to vote with the majority. But he's like, I'm a middle boy.
Yeah.
He probably maybe surprised Sophie B, Blue Sophie, that he didn't end up voting with her. But I would say next episode, his vote could still be open.
Oh yeah,
and
absolutely.
he could flip over to them.
Yeah.
Another vote that I'm curious about is Sophie with an E. Because she had that moment, that kind of alliance with Alex, and she was like, I could see Christina go.
Yeah,
like
she's also like as far as like, oh, I could also kind of like what Joanne and Sage did with Uli, like exactly. Sophie is feeling very like, oh, I can throw like I'm not super like aligned with.
I was
Hina.
at the bottom
you know
of
like,
this alliance,
exactly. So I'm ready to crack it open.
When she was like having those little like kind of water well chats with Christina this episode, I was like, are y'all good? Like, have we like forgotten about?
Yes,
like,
I was thinking that too.
Because they were just like,
yep.
So like Nate needs to go. I'm like, well, I was thinking maybe Nate wasn't gonna go. Yeah. If you guys had gone to tribal and that swapped tribe. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, okay, so if Sophie and Alex, Sophie with an E, Sophie and Soph, okay, it would be Rizzo, Savannah, Soph, Alex, and Sophie. That would be 5 against.
Oh my god, another 5.
So it would be a tie. Or,
or
there's
something
and then there's idols there, and then there's like replays of the vote, or another thing that could happen next episode, which I'm praying it doesn't happen.
Oh my gosh.
Is that split tribal council where 2 people go home in one night? You think? Well, it's 10, and a lot of times they do that at 10. They do that immunity challenge where it's like, they go to the different beach, and then they vote 2 people. I have a feeling maybe because of the double elimination that happened earlier in the season with Jake and Jeremiah in the same episode, maybe they don't have to do that. I feel like they do that because they feel like sometimes these bigger merge votes, everyone just piles on each other. That's what was happening last season so much. Joe and Eva and Shaheen, they were just like piling the votes on the same people every single time. But this one, it's like, oh, no. I want to see this dynamic. I don't want to see them split up, because there could be some moving around.
There is a lot of moving around already. Yeah, no, it's again, like maybe I was like too into my feels and too into talking to people, but this was the first episode I think where I was like, oh wow, I truly have no idea. I have no idea who's going home.
We didn't know like between like Nate, Rizzo, and Savannah. But yeah, and we didn't
obviously
know,
now talking numbers. It's like, well, yeah, okay, obviously,
we didn't also know if maybe Sophie B was gonna play her knowledge as power. Yes. So what I'm thinking is like, okay, was it good that she didn't play it?
Well, we talked about this a little bit maybe after the show. You were saying that maybe this is like what we were talking about earlier, as far as, okay, not just thinking about winning the game, but going on to season 50. Like, is it a bigger like move if she holds on to it for a bit longer?
I think it could be a season winning move. And I think it could be a move that could get her to the next season. Wow. Because knowledge is power has never worked on US Survivor, because it has always been figured out. So there was like the case where James Jones, he found the idol at the water well, and there's all these people, or he found the knowledge is power advantage. He was like literally in the water, and they go to the water well. God. He's with all these people. He grabs
literally just
it.
like gets
And everyone like knows.
Sees it.
And so at that point, it's like
crazy.
hot potato. It doesn't play right. It ends up being kind of like, it creates some interesting gameplay, but it's like, you kind of want to see it hit. And this is the first time. Nobody knows about it. Yeah. And we could, and I'm like, thank you for not telling anyone about it. There is a way that she could have a, like a totally badass moment where she takes it in the moment of need. Because if she had taken it last night, and then like used it in the same night, it would have literally been nothing. You're so because right. They were never in the majority to begin with. Or if she took it now, they still have the whole merge to go. She could still play this next week in an interesting way. If someone finds the idol on the beach, she hears about it at Tribal, she picks it up, plays it on herself, she knows she's not going home. Anyway, so I think there's still some runway there, so I think it's totally okay that she did not play it.
Yes. No, agreed.
But yeah, we get the horror movie metaphor at Tribal Council from Jawan. Another thing was the little top hat that Sophie
drew when she wrote down Nate's name. What the hell was that about?
She's like, a little tip of my name.
Yeah. It made me think, again, I feel like I'm going to bring up this podcast every single episode because I love them so much. My girls over at Too Scary Didn't Watch, for their Halloween episode, they always do like, they go all out with like dressing up in their costumes. And one year, Henley went as just the hat that the Terrifier wears. It's like just the little hat, and that's all she wore. She wore like a tiny little hat, and that's what it made me think of. It just made me think of the little tiny Terrifier hat.
Because this is the first time Sophie is
voted.
So
and
now,
that's what is she gonna draw? Is she gonna draw different hats?
I'm like, is she gonna draw
for different people? Oh my gosh. I love this thought.
Like more of like a top hat, a little beret.
Yeah, are we feeling bunny ears for somebody else? Yeah. What's she get? I wonder what hat she's gonna give Christina when she votes for her at some point. We all know this. Come on. We all know this is gonna happen. Little devil, yes. Little devil.
Oh, Christina, that would really mess with her. Because she's like
maybe
religious.
A little halo.
Little halo.
A little halo.
That would be cute.
That would be cute. Yeah, that would like help. I wonder if people think drawing those little doodles, like the little hearts, the little like Shafi Shari, like if they really think that like makes voting people out, like the people that are being voted out,
they're like
any better.
That's
like
cute.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, my name, but like cute, cursive, okay.
Because sometimes you have little smiley faces or little like little tears.
Tears. Come on.
Yeah. And then some people put symbols on theirs because they'll be like in like pre-voting chats, they'll be like, it's me because I'm gonna write a star in the bottom right corner or something like that.
Interesting.
So sometimes there's little symbols.
Well, I guess to prove, I'm on
like
your
side.
Yes.
Like you'll know, like because if you just write it in block letters, I mean sometimes. Who really voted for who? People can be a little, lie like I didn't do that. But sometimes people like the symbol. You see the hat.
It was Sophie.
It was me. Kind of gangsta. Yeah. A little bit. A little Tony Soprano.
Yes.
Pacino,
I want you to know it was me.
I want you to know.
Oh my god, like Zorro.
So, maybe we can get into some of the episode now.
Yeah, oh my gosh, let's do it.
Because we really dug deep into the Tribal Council, where people are headed next week.
Yes.
So let's talk about what we have been alluding to. The thing that sent a shiver down our spine.
All right. So, exactly, there's an immunity challenge, which was very fun to watch. And while MC killed it because it was first like 2 teams of 5, I guess, or 6 or something. Anyway,
it was 5 each. Oh yeah, 5 each.
Sage that out. That's right. So it was 2 teams, and even though MC was out there killing it like the Olympian that she is, at the end of the day, the puzzle killed them. So then, it was I bring this up all that to say because. She had found that what was it? It was the Beware advantage.
Yes.
Where it's like she doesn't have a vote until she like finds this idol, right? And you can start looking for the idol once you like lose your first immunity challenge. So okay, so she lost it. She didn't have a chance to win the immunity or get a meal like my girl deserves, even though it was just like a charcuterie board. We can talk about that later, but we was just like, okay, this is what they're getting. But anywho, so she loses. So she's immediately on like, okay, idol hunt. I got to go for this thing right now. And at first it's actually looking, well, no, I was going to say it was looking good. No, it wasn't, because they get back to their campsite and MC, my girl, is immediately like, yeah, I just think I need some alone time. I just think I need some alone time.
I need some,
and I'm like,
capital A, capital T,
which
alone
we
time.
all know stands for I'm looking for an immunity idol. Like,
but I have wondered, you're like, you are spending
like
entire days with these people. It's like, you have to
Yeah.
take a shit sometime. I mean, you
know.
have, like...
Yeah, but then why not say that? But you know what I mean? Then why not say that? I
She's
mean,
a classy lady.
She is classy, and she is very classy.
She's
but,
not like, I'm going to go take a big old dump in the woods and I'm constipated
this is just,
and I need 45 minutes to squeeze this nugget out.
You're on Survivor. There is no space to be classy. You have to say what you gotta say.
I'm going to share some ideas of things she could have done.
She could have done. So anyway, y'all, we're not even close. We're not even close to the thing. So she's like, okay, I'm going to have some alone time, because the Beware Advantage said, okay, if you lose an immunity challenge, you can start looking for an idol, and you got to start digging. It's going to be under the boat.
The boat, yes.
Which, of course, I'm already nervous. I'm like, it's daylight. It's bright. Everybody's back at camp. Like, I feel like they're pretty close to the beach. Like, how is she going to do this and not get caught? But somehow she does it. She does, like, she's like, I need my alone time. No one follows her. It seems
just
like
sticks her hand in the sand and then suddenly has a little treasure chest.
And she finds it.
And we're
yes,
like,
we're cheering.
It's
exactly. Where everyone at home is like, phew, okay, she found it. She got it. Okay.
And then it's the map of where the key is hidden that will then lead to the idol. So she then starts going down the beach. She's got this paper out.
She's got that. She's got it pulled out like this, like she's a tourist in New York City in the 70s. Like, she's fully like, now which train line am I gonna use? Okay, and so she's walking around the jungle. She's got this out, and who should walk up but the final girl herself, Savannah?
Who creeps up? The investigative journalist that she is.
Exactly.
Because
you know why? Because you probably know why. I was thinking, like, Savannah hears, someone has like, wants alone time. It's like,
let's just check out.
Let me just check. Let me just see what they're doing.
It didn't feel like a friendly, and I just showed up.
No. And it didn't look like she was doing. You know what I mean? Or like,
she was a missile going towards.
Yes, it wasn't like she was going to the bathroom. It wasn't like she was like collecting. Even the facade. Even the facade of like, I'm collecting wood. I'm collecting like sticks for the fire, which plenty of people, right? They're like, I'm doing that. Didn't even do that. Was fully like.
So
what you looking for?
This was the moment where MC could have pulled out the little freak inside her that we know exists.
We know lives in there, girl.
She had the note in her mouth.
In her mouth, y'all.
Option number 1.
Eat it. Eat it. Yeah. You're hungry. You didn't get the meal. You didn't get the meal. You're hungry. Eat the
fucking note.
Yeah. You just said you can't read maps. You don't need it. You don't need that map.
You don't need it. Swallow it.
Swallow it.
Option number 2. Immediately take off your pants and your underwear.
Take a squat. Take a deep squat right where you are.
Do something so crazy, even the producers want to run away from you.
Even the camera people, like, who are trained, have been doing this for years, want to like, oh my god, want to like look away.
And it's like, oh, sorry, I'm trying to go to the bathroom. Oh,
like, oh, I'm sorry, I really don't feel good.
Act just something you're about to throw up.
Yeah.
Start grinding a tree like you have been missing. Your loved one. You've been missing that kind of alone time.
Yes.
Get
down.
Get down and dirty and start humping something, and you're like, oh my god, Savannah, this is so embarrassing.
Exactly.
No. What does MC do? Because she is so honest.
MC is so honest.
She says it would be weird to lie. And I'm like, it would not be weird to lie right now.
It would not be weird to lie. She is such she has such a strong moral compass within her. It scares me for her for this game. She literally says, I'm looking for a key.
Another option, although the 5 options I just gave were
perfect.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. Another option is just saying, you caught me, I'm looking for an idol. But just like a very generic idol hunt. Yes. Not like, I am looking for the key because I already have the Beware Advantage and all I need is to find the key. It's like, no, I'm just looking under sticks and twigs and, you caught me. We can look together. Let's look for an idol together. And walk the fuck away in the other direction.
oh, a key. Yeah, I can. Doesn't she say I could, like, do you want me to help? Or
do you want me to help?
That?
I can help
do
you.
want me to,
And MC's like, I don't know.
help.
I mean, you could. It's so awkward. And then
they both spot this huge keychain with, it looks like hundreds of keys on it. It is just like it's what you picture like a janitor holding. Yes. It's huge, and I think it's on the sand. It's a little dusted with sand and some leaves, but it's very clearly there. And they both lunge for it. They lunge for it at the same time. It was a jump scare. And it's the way Savannah goes down hard on this ground to grab this huge keychain. I mean, MC gets it because she's literally like the strongest person in the world.
And thank goodness, arms that are like, you know.
I mean, I'm like Popeye, like she is so strong and it has long arms and like, she even says, I mean, nice try.
And I was just like, there's my freak.
Exactly.
There's my lion
that needs to come out. Yes. And but it was still terrifying to watch.
So she still doesn't have the idol at this point. All she has is a ring of like 100 keys. She starts pulling up the chain, and then the chain leads to the locked box. Yes. Where the idol is.
Idol will be.
And so then we have this very awkward scene of MC is now just trying each key. And Savannah's just sitting there.
Just standing there, just watching.
She's like, I really we could work together. I mean, actually, you know, when you came to the beach, I mean, the boys are really going off and doing their own thing, and Sophie B and I were feeling alone.
And hey, and you know what? Look at me. Hey, look at me. Hey, look at my eyes. Look at me. Like, really, like, talk. Are you listening? Are you listening to me? That was the scariest shit I've ever heard. That is some mean girl shit. You know, like, what did she? Was she the one that said that she went to an all-girls school? Am I making that up? She just gives the vibe.
Making that up.
She gives the vibe of someone that went to an all-girls school. If you know, you know. I feel like she gives top girl. She gives final girl. She gives top girl, which you know is like president. You know, it's like.
Oh, I was thinking top girl is in like a cheerleader pyramid.
Oh, I mean all of, like, what do you want to hear? Every type top
at the top
pyramid.
Of every...
If we're talking queer terms, top or bottom, she's a top. You know, like but top girl in like British boarding schools is like class president.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Right, like keeping the other girls in line. And she's usually like a very cool, like the most popular girl, like, but yeah, very much someone that's like, these are the rules we're keeping.
I also think of so in True Blood, if you're a vampire, all you need is for someone to make eye contact with you, and then you can glamour them. Whoa. So that means you can kind of like hypnotize them.
Oh my gosh.
But all you need is the eye contact.
Just the eye contact.
So they'll be like, hey, look at me. Because at this point, I'll be like, Nina, go get in the car and go buy me a cheesecake. And you'd be like, where do I go? Yes. So I felt like too, like Savannah was like, look into my eyes.
Look at me.
Because I will put my spell on you.
Mm-hmm. Yes. It was so, I mean, it was just very
There was that very
scary.
funny confessional where MC was like, whoop.
Yeah, it's like she's got those scary eyes or she's staring at you. And like, so, it's terrifying.
So the fallout from this is now MC's idol is a tarnished idol because a very scary person knows about it. Yeah. Savannah ends up telling Sophie B. Mm-hmm. Sophie B now has all of the knowledge and the power of the game.
What everybody has at the moment.
Doesn't end up using it, but she has it. And so that was a very scary time.
It was horrifying.
But now MC is just back on even ground. She doesn't have this cursed idol anymore.
But I'm scared. I mean, I'm scared for so many reasons.
We know that Savannah was like, yeah, MC was just saying, sure, I'll work with you. And MC's like, she's literally scares me.
Yeah. But I'm so scared for MC because, okay, if we're talking like, okay, who's with who, who's connected with who, I'm scared. So in previous episodes, you brought this up where, MC and Steven seem to have like a really strong alliance. Two of them just like really hit it off.
She should have waited for Steven.
Exactly. You said that and I was just like, yeah, what the heck? She absolutely should have.
Because like, he would have been able to like watch.
Yes, watch and warn her, like throw some people off. Yeah. So that was surprising. 1, 2, at least I don't know if it was just edited this way, but it didn't seem like she even told him when she did get the idol.
Yeah, we didn't. After that, we don't really get any more conversations
yeah,
with MC. It all goes into is it Nate? Is it Rizzo? Is it Savannah tonight?
Which again should have been my go ahead that MC was gonna be safe when we didn't really see anything more with her. But I was so deep in my feelings.
Like a leaf.
I couldn't handle it. I'm in a very, I mean, y'all have heard my alignments. Like, I'm just in a very fragile state right now. And I actually can't handle anything like that happening. For like a while. I'm gonna need like 2 weeks. I'm gonna need MC. If MC's gonna go, I want to be home. Do you know what I mean? I want to be in the comfort of my home. So then when I start bawling my eyes out, I at least want to be home in my bed. Do you know what I mean? I really hope it doesn't happen while we're away.
I'll take care of you.
Thank you.
We'll figure it out.
Because it'll be pretty embarrassing if we're like around a group of people and they're like, oh my God, what's wrong? Oh my God, what's wrong with Nina? She's really upset. Did something happen last night? Like, did something happen in your like hotel room? And you're gonna have to tell them like, yeah, we watched Survivor and her favorite
it didn't go her way.
And it just, let's just say it didn't go her way. It's gonna
yeah.
Which I mean,
but
anyway, so that was but it just makes me think. So it made me wonder. I'm like, okay, so are MC and Steven even that close? Which then makes me wonder. MC, are you talking to anybody else? MC, who are you talking to? Yeah. Who are you talking to? Who are you aligning yourself with? Where's the strategy? Where's the strategy there, girl? And I'm really, at least again from what we've seen, what the edits we've seen.
Well, I think the biggest issue with her is that she is such an incredible person in the challenges that the moment she doesn't win a challenge, she's going to be a very easy name to throw out. And maybe be like, oh, I would hate to sit next to her at final tribal. Yeah. I have wondered how close Christina is with Steven and MC. They have voted together so far, and they seem to be on good terms, but I'm kind of like, is Christina as tight with like Steven and MC and like Sage and Jawan as they could be? I don't know. Anyway, I don't think she's going to be actively flipping on anybody, but I feel like it puts Christina in kind of a weak spot. Yeah. But I actually don't want to talk about Christina right now.
No.
Because I want to talk about another little female duo. Savannah and Sage.
Oh my God. Savannah and Sage.
So this episode, Sage has just successfully voted out Shannon.
Yes.
Her nemesis, fake sisterhood. Oh, I love you. Kisses, kisses, kisses. Is she missing the kisses now? Because now it's been replaced by a woman.
With daggers in her eyes.
With daggers in her eyes. That scares her. Yeah. So now we have a new person to deal with. Yeah. So when like all of the tribes are like coming together in that very awkward beach scene, which it was so funny to see like them trying to do merge, but with no Jeff. No Jeff there. You're right. To kind of be like, okay, little kids. Like, what do y'all think? Come stand on this mat right here. Okay, very good. Now you stand. Okay, now you guys know. Now you stand on that mat. Now I'm gonna ask you a couple questions, and it's gonna be okay. No, this is just them like just trying to navigate the beach. They're so awkward. Yeah. And they end up telling the story of Shannon's exit.
Well, yeah, first Sage, Jawan, and Steven are like, because everyone's coming to their camp, that's going to be like the main camp, and they're just like lying around, I guess in their heads thinking like, should we go? They hear people arriving on the boats and they're like, should we even go out there? Should we say something? And at first they're like, nah, we should like stay. It very much felt like little kid nerds like pretending to be cool. And I guess we're cool kids, we're just gonna be waiting here, just waiting for them, like, oh, y'all meet, like it was giving all that. Yeah. But then it just grew like more awkward, and then they're like, oh, I guess we like, oh, is this actually gonna make it look weird? Like, is this actually gonna be a tell that we like flipped or something if we don't go out? Oh yeah, we should go out. So of course then
but
they eventually get out there. But
to Sage and Jawan's credit, they do an incredible job of selling Shannon down the flipping river.
Oh, they're heck like, yeah. I was worried about that.
Lost her mind.
She lost her mind.
Got paranoid, started throwing out names, was lying. She was like trying to blow up our whole alliance, and so she had to go. And Uli buys it.
They buy it immediately, which I don't know. Maybe it says something about like Shannon also, that they like. What do you think? That they like bought that so quickly.
I think
or no,
the
they were
like,
just like, or they're so really strong that they're like, oh yeah, this must. There's
I mean,
no other
there was
way.
elements of truth in it because they're like, she
Yeah.
voted for Joanne,
That is true.
and she did
That
vote for
is true.
Joanne.
She did vote for Joanne. This is true.
And one lie. So this is the conversation. I feel like the reason why I set all this up is because this sets up this conversation between Savannah and Sage. Yes. And Savannah's like sitting on like a little like kind of like a log or something, and Sage is sitting, and she kind of has her arm on Sage, and she's like, Sage, it is okay. It is okay.
Look at me.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I love you, and I want to work with you. And Sage is like, yeah. Oh
my god, that means so much to me. Thank you
so
much. Oh my gosh.
And then we get 2 side-by-side confessionals.
Yes.
One from Savannah saying, you know, Sage did get on my nerves earlier in the game. And sometimes I wanted to throw Juwan off of a cliff. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. I'm glad there's no cliffs around.
I know. Just the beach.
Just shove him off a mountain. No! The producers. We can't air the season. Savannah's thrown Juwan literally off a cliff. She's like, but you know what? I am realizing that these people are numbers. And I'm willing to work with them. I don't have to be friends with them. But if they're on my side, that's all that counts. And then we get Sage's confessional. Yeah. And she's like, oh my God. She seriously thinks Joanne and I are in her pocket, and I know that this whole like we're friends and I love you means nothing, and all I am is a number to her because I don't think she even likes me. And guess what? I'm gonna vote her out the first chance I get.
Yeah.
And so I think this is like what is making this season. Now, earlier this season, I was like, I don't know what I'm thinking about this season. I wasn't going into full hater mode. But now I'm in like full lover girl mode.
I'm on lover girl mode.
I'm in lover girl mode because I also love like what Sage and Shannon brought to the show that is so fun is people just disliking each other. Yeah. And it has nothing to do with strategy.
Exactly.
It's like, I can't stand you.
Yeah.
And I can't like
to be around you.
I can't even hug you.
Yeah.
I can't even hug you.
Yeah.
And so now it continues. Because the next thing that happens is the chicken.
That's right.
Because Sage locks her eyes on those chickadees and she names them General Tso's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Teriyaki.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about that?
Oh, her naming them after like Panda Express foods. I mean, this is maybe, remember a little while back where I was like, I'm not on Savannah's side, but I can see why she would be upset by Joanne. Like, I almost like connected with her. I gotta say, I connected with her in this. Okay. I did love it. I did kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, it sounds like something I would do. To try to like, I'm like, oh, this isn't like, they're not animals with like, you know, feelings or thoughts or anything. It's food. It's like it's a Panda Express bowl. What I'm looking at, like it's a Panda Express bowl. You're trying to like
desensitize yourself.
Exactly. I just want to see a little Panda Express like bowl with like little legs like bopping around. That's what I'm looking. I don't want to see like a beautiful creature.
I am on Sage's side, so Sage is not a vegetarian. I am currently not a vegetarian, but I go through phases.
Exactly.
And I sometimes don't like it when, on a personal level, when people like, I don't know, just kind of like try to make a joke out of like killing animals.
Yeah. Instead of being respectful like Shannon was.
Yes.
We've said it.
Shannon's looking pretty good now.
She's looking pretty good now, isn't she? That's right. When she was blessing the crab. Savannah wasn't blessing no chicken, let me tell you. Yeah. She was like, that's teriyaki. I'm hungry and I'm going to eat it right now. And she pulls out is it Alex? Someone's like, maybe it was it Alex or Steven or somebody? It was like, because first in another episode, it was like the boys who like wrung this like chicken's neck. And that was,
and they Alex
talk about how,
Steven,
and they talk about how like disturbing that, I mean, obviously that would, like, if you've never done it, it's going to be like disturbing and it's going to suck. And they talk about it and they don't show it on TV, but you can kind of, you know what's happening. And there's none of that with Savannah.
No.
There's none of this, like, and you can tell the boys are kind of like, well, you want a chicken? Well, you know, we have to do this. Well, she's like, no. She's fully like, I got this. And she, like, takes the sheath, like, takes the machete out of the sheath and is fully just like, And that's when I got scared. That's when I think I was like, y'all, she's got it within her. She could, what she did to that chicken, she would gladly and happily do to any contestant in this show, including Jeff. If they were like, you have to kill Jeff to win Survivor, she would do it.
Okay. So I just wanted to set that up because it's going to continue into next episode. Yes. Next, I want to talk about this immunity challenge. So there's a few things I loved about this immunity challenge. They did captain picks. Yes. Of the teams.
Yeah.
Which is,
that was interesting.
So in seasons past, because they did continue this in the sense that Merge, we're gonna have like we're gonna run a 2-team challenge. That with the big ball. Big ball. But usually it's like you draw rocks from a bag. But sometimes there would be teams that were like so physically weak compared to the other. Yeah. So I loved that. I love that we got captain picks so that it was like a real challenge down to the last second.
Yes. It was really close.
We all said that the balls reminded us of
Jawbreakers. Yes.
I also wondered if like because they had like kind of like painted on cracks and stuff. Yeah. Like I kind of thought of like a big egg.
Ooh, spooky, like a dinosaur.
Like a big dinosaur egg. And I'm like, what if as they're like pushing the ball over the the fence thing, it cracks open.
Oh my god.
And then like in a way that changes the game forever.
Now you have to survive this creature. Like
you're actually council anymore.
Yeah. Oh my god, you're in Jurassic Park actually. Welcome.
We've opened a portal to hell. Yes. And these are the demon babies
that have come out of it, and you have to survive that.
Yes.
You have to. What is it? I'll
survive the demon.
Survive the demon.
Or because I haven't watched this movie, so just give me grace. But the K-pop demon hunters, it becomes like Survivor demon hunters.
Exactly. Yes. Oh, that'd be so good.
So just good. An idea.
That's an idea. I mean, I have been recently loving like the collaborations with Survivor and other like I don't know pop culture things or TV shows. Like when they did that commercial with Yellow Jackets, where it was like the girls from Yellow Jackets were like. It was like, oh my god, yeah, it was a commercial I think for both shows, funny enough, and they did this like cross-pollination, which is so funny. They're on different channels, they're like on different streamers, but it was like the girls and contestants from Yellow Jackets, and they're on Survivor, so they're going like, oh my god, like we're gonna have to, what are we gonna do with the bodies? We're gonna have to like just start chopping them up to eat them in stew, and the Survivor contestants are like, whoa, we're just trying to I'm just trying to find an immunity idol.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch this. It sounds so funny.
Very, very funny. Anyways, we're gonna talk about that.
Another thing that annoyed me, but okay, I've loved everything else. But this is
a thing. Here's a thing that annoyed me
is I wanted it to be a true word puzzle at the end because it ended up being because I like it when they have to like figure out a phrase.
Yes,
I do actually really enjoy those, but I didn't like how it was really just putting puzzle pieces together. That then was like a phrase, but it was there has been I meant to look this up before we recorded. But there was a season where they had a word puzzle that literally like stopped the game pretty much. So it was like one team was like way behind and they were going to sweep everyone. They get to the word puzzle, then they can't figure it out. That team catches up.
And when you say word, and I'm sorry, when you say word puzzle, is it something where they have to, and then just like say the word? You know what I mean?
It's like, okay, so they have like, it's kind of, like word search or, like that game show where you have like the spaces available.
Oh my gosh, yes. What is that, Jeopardy? Is it Jeopardy? No, it's not Jeopardy. Oh my gosh, Wheel of Fortune. I think it's Wheel of Fortune, no?
It's when you like guess the letters.
Yeah, with with Vanna.
Oh god,
right?
People are gonna be
oh my god, sorry
well,
people.
You know what I'm saying.
Yes. With Vanna White being like touching the letters and like H boop boop. Yeah.
So that's essentially what it is. You only have like this. Like you have this amalgam of letters available, but there's like one correct way that it all is, and like people will put like different crazy words and stuff. Mm-hmm. But then Jeff's like, that's not right. There was one season where it said, all the fixins.
All the fixins.
And the fixins was as FIXIN apostrophe S.
Oh
they had their brains broke. Like they were there for hours.
No.
Trying to figure it out, and I was like,
God.
Bring that back.
Even you loved it. You're like, hell yeah, I want to see these people.
I want to see these people try to actually like put together a phrase, but then it was just like putting together puzzle pieces, whatever. What did you think of Jeff having the merch chat? And he's like, so you guys may have noticed that there's 2 people named Sophie.
Allison, I hated it. I already dislike the fact that just the fact that there's 2 Sophies in a season is already horrendous. And then for Jeff to bring it up and have nothing constructive to do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was just like, oh, so what should I call you? Like, oh, that's kind of confusing. What should I call you? And then this whole vibe, it just like brought me back to school. Not that I was ever, funny enough, I was never in a class with like another Nina, so I never had to experience this, but there was definitely, I mean, we had so many, and Matt's, Alex's, like Katie's, like, and there was, and you could tell there was always this thing of like who was going to be called what. And it was very much the like alpha person. It was very much like, well, okay, like, well, I'm Alex, so you can be Alexis, or like you can be Alex G or something like that.
But my name is the full name.
Exactly.
Just the name.
And you can, my name is Sophie, so you can call me Sophie. And like, and that's, and for Jeff to like, not only like bring that up, not having anything constructive, and then put it to the contestants. Like, put it to the Sophies. Like, it's their fault. Whatever. They want to be on the show. This isn't their fault.
Yeah.
Like, and be like, oh, so what, like, making it on them to like, oh, so what should I call you? And exactly. And, right. Like, one Sophie's like, well, yeah, I'm Sophie and she's Soph. And I could just see, so what is it? Sophie B being like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we can do that.
Are you really a Soph?
And like this, you can tell I'm like, is the sun in her eyes, or is she gonna cry? Yeah.
I'm Allison.
That's right.
And I'm Allison only.
That's
I am not Allie.
No.
I'm not. And I'm actually best friends with an Allie. No. And in college, we were kind of like we were a duo, we were a pair. Yes. We would go to parties. Woo. And we'd be like, hey, I'm Allison. And she'd be like, hey, and I'm Allie. And then bros would be like, oh, what if I just called you both Allie? No. No, because that's not her name. That's literally not my name. Like, her name is Allie. And she's a distinct other person that I'm in love with. And she's my best friend. And then there's me, and I am Allison. And that's it. That's it. So I had an idea. Okay. About the Sophie conundrum. Okay. That they didn't bring up. So which it could be Sophie. Oh, that's... Because it's with an I. Sophie.
Which makes me think of the personal loan, like, company that's out there. So sponsor us.
Sophie with an I is Sophie. And then Sophie with an E is Sophie. Sophie and Sophie. So if I slip into that in the next couple of weeks, because like my mind is kind of like, and Sophie, then did that, because I don't. We're gonna do our best.
We're doing our best, y'all. We tried our best with when they were like different colored tribes and the Hinas and the Kelas and we thought that we were.
Are we gonna be like hoping one of them gets voted out like immediately just to make our lives easier?
I mean, I'm already there. That's why I mean. Hey, anybody but MC. Let's get those Sophies out of there. Oh my god. Nothing personal, Sophies, if you hear this.
And then they get to their merge phase, so they like do the second phase of the immunity challenge. I will say, like, I'm kind of like over that second phase. I honestly was just like snacking and like sipping on my drink and like chit chatting.
Well, yeah, one of our friends
just like kind of glancing. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, one of our friends was fully like, oh, I don't like this part. This is boring. Like she was like, how long does this go for? This is really boring. And we're like, yeah, but this is just like kind of what you do. Like, this is what they do.
Yeah, and so
you explained it because they're like, well,
Well, I said get used to it.
There's 11 people.
What our friend doesn't prefer is that she doesn't prefer the immunity challenge setups where it's like you're just holding a stick.
Yeah, and you're balancing something, or you're holding yourself up. Yeah.
And the reason why it's set up that way is because they can't. It's too much to make like a 10-player total like multi-level course. Like it's easier to set up like 10 podiums. And so once it's down to like maybe 5 people, 6 people, they could maybe go back to like the full multi-course setups. But we're for the next couple episodes, we're going to be,
it's going to be this.
It's going to be a lot of this. And so, yeah, we just saw that happen. And then we went on to the merge feast, which we mentioned. We were kind of like,
well, it was funny because I wasn't noticing at first. You're just seeing they're so happy. They're eating. They're drinking from their big goblets of wine. And then some of our friends are mentioning, they're like, huh, what are they eating? Wait, what is that? And then we were taking a closer look. And it was fully like, it was giving charcuterie. It was charcuterie. It was charcuterie.
It's giving charcuterie because it is charcuterie.
It was breadsticks. It was slices of salami. It was pickles. I think there was.
It's literally what we pack for camping.
Yeah.
So I want food.
I want food
that has a flair for drama. Yes. So I'm thinking spaghetti. Oh. But the noodles are so long.
Yeah. Oh, the longest.
So you gotta just twirl and twirl and
where the entire bowl is just one noodle. That's how long it is.
You've got your meatballs, and then you're just like a Lady in the Tramp style.
And you're seeing, and it's like people, they're getting dirty. They're taking big bites of things. Or like, I love the ones where it's like, okay, you're grabbing something from over here, you're grabbing something here, and you're using your hands.
But like just having like some pieces of salami and like a breadstick.
Yeah.
Like one of those crunchy long breadsticks, like no, I don't want that.
No.
Yeah, I just some.
Yeah, I would have felt a little cheated more than the fruit. Funny enough, earlier in the season when they were trying to win a meal of fruit.
Yeah.
Is it Sophie?
Sophie.
Sophie was like, "What? This is it. This is what I eat to lose weight. This isn't the food I want. I'm not." And while I felt her, I understand something about the charcuterie feast, quote unquote feast. I was like. Exactly, rubbed me the wrong way, and I'm like, honestly, I would have rather just had the fruit.
Okay, so I will say like one fun setup in Australian Survivor, what they do for some reward challenges is that they will set up this like room, like Survivor Sanctuary style, and it's all in kind of like one theme. So you could have a crazy pasta theme, and it has like tomato sauce everywhere, and pasta and meatballs, or it's a candy shop. And it's like candies everywhere, or it's like a chocolate shop, and it's just like vats of chocolate. But it is like, oh
my god, that's amazing!
And one person goes in the room at a time, and they have like you have 1 minute, and they completely destroy the room trying to shove as much food in their mouth.
So they can't take anything. It's not like I can put stuff on a plate and it's like that. It's just whatever you can eat.
And there's usually an advantage hidden in the room. And they're trying to be the first one to find it. Oh my god. So they're literally like dipping their hands to the bottom of the bowl. It's like, amazing. It's completely insane, but it is very fun.
That. Oh my god, I love that. I'm gonna have to watch clips of this later.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. So that is kind of
I think that's all of it.
All of my notes. Yeah. So I'm just looking forward, obviously, to next week. My biggest hope and request and goal is that it is not a split double tribal, or even a split tribal where like one group of 5 goes to tribal. I do not want them to split into 2.
No, I don't want to see that either. I want to see all these people get all mixed up and the different alliances and who's gonna vote for who and who has to decide. I want to see that.
Who do you feel like next week on the board is the most obvious one to go?
Oh my gosh. The most obvious one. I mean, I really want it to be Savannah. I really want, because if they're sticking with this whole like Hina versus Uli, I think that's for me maybe the most obvious one.
However, I would say it's Savannah because Sage is freaked out by her.
Yeah.
MC is freaked out by her. And those are 2 people who are very tightly aligned in that other majority.
Exactly. But I'm scared because there's Rizzo might give her his immunity idol. I don't know if she's connected with Sophie. Sophie.
This little minority right now of Rizzo, Savannah, and Sophie have some tricks up their sleeves.
Exactly.
And that's another exciting thing about this season is I love when the power dynamics are shifting.
Yes.
They are a minority, but they one immunity win, one kind of like idol and another idol in the mix, and they are like
which is
people
it's
think they're on their
yeah.
bottom. They're not. They're
Yeah.
not. And
Yeah.
Alex, I could see hopping over if they. Alex could ruin a split. Split vote. They could. They need to be very careful about who they put on the split. They need to put people like Sophie and Alex and maybe even Christina on the losing part of the split and not the majority split vote. Anyway, so we're very excited, and when we recap this, we're gonna be in India.
Y'all.
So
this is crazy.
We're gonna do our best to stay on schedule.
Yeah.
But have patience. But obviously tune in. Definitely watch us on YouTube.
Yes.
Because we're staying in some gorgeous hotels.
Yeah. There's gonna be some beautiful backdrops.
There's gonna be some fun backdrops. And we'll have lots of stories to tell in the beginning of our podcast. So tune in. How do you tune in? You can listen to us on Spotify. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts. If you'd like to watch our pretty faces, come on over to YouTube at Chaotic Good Pod. Subscribe, like, comment, all of that.
We've got an Instagram. We've got a TikTok. Follow us on that. Comment. We want to hear your thoughts. Are we dead wrong on who we think should be voted off next? Do you have the correct idea, which is that MC is the best and should go all the way? Like we want to hear the MC love.
Who's your winner pick?
Yeah, who's your winner pick? I am intrigued to hear who other people are seeing, who people are watching, and they're like, oh yeah, it's absolutely this person. Yeah, but I've never been right, by the way. I feel like I was thinking about that today, where I'm just like, my favorites never win.
Yeah, no. Next season, I definitely want to do like an official draft and stuff with our friends, so that'll be fun. But anyway, tune in. Until next time, keep watching Survivor. Anyway, love you guys.
Love you. Bye.